basic wrap, the basic start. We're only going to worry about the leg. It modifies to the head once you get to step 2. The first part is you're looking for this target right here. That puts it right about here. The cheat is you start the shot, bring the elbow down, hit your elbow to your body. Slam the butt spike, or slam the pommel onto your thigh. Let it roll over. Essentially, all the wrap is that motion. It comes in, your arm stops at some point, and then the wrist allows to fold over. Now there's a little bit of point as I go through the roll and then I come back. So you see, if I just extend it out, you'll see it kind of point and go like that. But the reality is you're just wanting to keep this flat. Now what you should see is a plane. Even though my arm comes down, the sword, the basket kind of follows this U shape. Kind of comes down, then traverses straight, right? So it actually it's more like an L. So here and cross. So I come down, and I'm just looking to drive there. And I could throw that from different distances. But the mnemonic, the thing to remember, right? The thing to start this all is to just slap your thigh. And if you just let that hit your thigh, and right there as you do that, you turn. You'll see how you'll go from here to there. You can start off with just this. See that? See where the blade is? As you get there, it turns over. So I can throw that nice and short. I can throw that long. I can extend. But you'll notice the more I extend out, see how it turns into that down? That becomes a problem if I'm way out here. I hit him in the knee or below. So ideally, this is where you want to be striking. You want to be striking there. And what we really mean, turn it to an inside. And instead of breaking it here at your wrist, or bring it here at your hip, break it out in front of you. And so you're hitting there. And that catches, if they go sword leg lead, that catches the lead. But again, the shot is this. You should see a nice flat plane. As you come here, you get to about there, and then it levels off. Right, so the basic motion, that. Then that's when you add the nuances to it. So once I have this, now I worry about my step. Right, so if I want to, they have a tendency to cheat their shield out when someone goes low, a little bit of a lean. I'm still tight. I'm still throwing the same shot. That'll get it in under the point. Another way to do it, step this way and trail. Again, your motion. Remember, power or force equals mass times acceleration. So what matters is the blade's moving. I can make it move because I crank my hip. I can make it move because I take a step. With this one, you'll see it does not leave the back part of my hip. I leave it there, right? So it's what I call a trailing shot, where I'm literally moving past them, letting the sword stay behind me. They're going to follow me here. Their shield's going to follow me. I'm going to hit the part of their body that their shield's now uncovered. I can also do it stepping this way. I make this step, and you can combine this one with a press of the shield, right? It's the same thing as the flat snap. So you have your flat snap, just like you can get power stepping across or stepping out, right? It's exactly the same. You've just changed your motion. And what that does is changes the angle, and it changes the point of impact. That's the difference. Now, we talked about, I said that this is all leg shot. It's exactly the same up top. It is, right? You have to get your arm up, though, because where your arm and elbow are what caused this to matter, right? The thing is, as you get up here, people have a tendency to extend their arm to reach up and over and arc over. That's what causes issues to your elbow and your shoulder, because you popped it, because you've gone up and you've extended out, and you see how it's broken way out there before I got anywhere near my opponent. Again, keep it tight. Same thing here. I'm doing the same motion, keeping my elbow in, I'm keeping my elbow bent, and that keeps me from hypering. This will lead to tennis elbow if you do that. Right? You see a lot of people do those where they're reaching up, extending their elbow, and that's what pops this and this. So what I recommend, especially at the beginning, that's about the only wrap you need. Those are usually enough up here. If you really need a wrap up here, they keep it tight and short, but that's later. So basic shot, elbow in, roll, or hit your thigh, roll. The way I learned it really was just hit my elbow and roll my wrist over. And I'm putting zero effort into this. And then it's just a matter of where I step is where that lands. That is about a half a heartbeat slower than a snap. Depends on timing. So that's the wrap.